Nice to see that everyone's mentality is sort of in the same place. So we're going to get this started without too much ado. So attacking along railways is the thing. Well, we have focused on that, actually. The biggest push that we've made, it has been along the railroads. Partially it might be because it is easier for us to get our supply over there. I don't know. You know, it is interesting that things are going fairly well with our run here, considering we did get shorted on our ID over here. The hands do. We had like, what, 6 or 7 days for this to click? For us to finish, which would give us another 10% support in the army. That's huge. It's a massive swing because it's like 10% more for us means 10% less for them. So that's a 20% swing effectively. Like, we're doing really well, but could you imagine if we had another 10% chunk of the army as a starting resource? Would have been immense. I mean, honestly, maybe it wouldn't have mattered that much because maybe we wouldn't have been able to really project that much more force over here anyway because of the supply situation, but it would have meant less opposition on the other side. So that's something kind of interesting. The Republic of Ukraine recently declared independence from the Soviet Union, so they're also helping to pick these guys apart and just poking them from the opposite side, opening up another front, which is very useful for us. In the end, we don't really care if these guys do well or not, although hopefully they don't just get instantly obliterated. I don't think they will. The important thing is this is drawing some troops off of the front over here where we're fighting the primary Soviet forces, so we're going to see. Is Crimea not a part of the Ukraine? Modern day politics aside, no, apparently it did not go there. Or maybe it did. It might have split as part of the Ukraine, but then maybe the Soviet forces took it back quite quickly. I don't know. In any case, that is the situation right now. If we take a look at the political map mode, right over here, or diplomatic map mode rather, you can see currently we're only fighting the Soviet Union. However, it is possible the Soviets could call in Mongolia or Tanutuva into the war. So we do have a few troops positioned over here just so that we've got some available. And again, throwing more troops on the front, I don't know how helpful it will be just because of the tight supply situation. Anyway, so, and we did want a few troops over here. So it seemed like a half decent idea to keep a few parked in this situation. We have done plenty of pocketing, and we will hopefully be continuing to do that a little bit more. We're going to boot these guys. These guys over here have also been cut off and isolated. And before the video started, or before the stream started, I did go and basically do some manual right clicks for a few of the fronts and things like that to get things started, although mostly things are just going kind of well on their own. Hey, we got some hype train going on. Excellent! Bum, bum, bum. You could always command it. Command what? No, that was probably in response to something else I said earlier, and I don't know what it was. Darn it! So the supply situation is still really rough up here, which is going to keep our units moving fairly slowly. But over here, here it's a little bit rough because we don't actually have a supply in this particular section. But as long as we keep pushing along the railroad here, maybe we can keep making inroads to Moscow and see what we can do. Let's take a quick look at the surrender situation. Right now, everyone's pretty eager. It does report 70k losses over here. Now, keep in mind, a bunch of these losses were the random armies that just spawned sort of scattered over here and then got booped. You know, there was even one in the north over here, and it just sort of got booped. Our actual losses over here, I don't think are quite as bad as it seems, but more importantly, we still have considerably more losses over in the Soviet Union, so we'll see how it goes. Are you motorizing your supply depots? Not currently, because currently, well, actually, let's check. We do have some trucks, and that is something we could consider. That's a good point. The thing is, we don't have a supply depot that covers this area at all, right? We have a supply depot over here. It's fine. And over here, it's fine. That's not where our shortages are. And then over here, we just don't have any at all. And the thing is, we could run a policy to let us build supply depots 300% faster, supply hubs. We could throw a little bit of that in. And maybe that would be helpful. I just don't know if it's going to be relevant for too long. It might be worth doing, though. Maybe we drop a supply hub over here and just over here to see if we can get a little bit more pushing. We'll see. Ready to comment about combat widths and the new update. They conclude 25 and 30 width units at the best, 25 for... Well, and that's the thing. So the combat width now, instead of being in fixed multiples of 20, which meant that 20 combat width or 40 combat width tended to be the meta, now it's shaken up a lot because there's combat widths that range from like 75, 84, 90, so it's harder to fit in. And yeah, I agree, slightly smaller is probably best. And ultimately, the thing is, it was only in very specific situations in the previous patch where the exact combat width mattered. It's only in a situation where you really were bringing a lot of troops and you really had to cram in, you know, the last few digits and not take losses. Now, I think it means we can worry a little bit less about the exact combat width of our divisions. and organize them a little bit more based on what equipment we have. Although you still want to tend towards, you know, something that kind of works out. Anyway, it probably means that the sort of, you know, 7 infantry, 2 artillery comp is less sexy and interesting than it used to be. But right now, I mean, we do have some army experience. We could do a little bit of redesign of our divisions, but really we're so limited by equipment right now, and our divisions are a little janky. I think we did throw in some support squads on some of our divisions at the end of the last episode, so we might be able to do a little bit of more adjustment. But the other thing is, if we do hit 100 army experience, we can work on a land doctrine over here, so we could unlock the pocket defense. And I don't know, but I think it unlocks instantly. Now, pocket defense is going to help if we're out of supply and a supply grace. It doesn't actually reduce the pure number of supplies we use, so it may not be something we need to prioritize anyway. I'm not sure. Yeah, I know. Wait, well, we have... Oh, yeah. Oh, that's... Didn't we have more? I guess maybe I was thinking the numbers before we declared. That's the thing. We can't really build the hubs. And actually, yeah, we only have 2 available factories because we've got 11 consumer goods. No, I thought we had more than that. Nah, I must just be remembering the pre-war numbers. Yeah, so we don't have enough to build supply hubs, so it's all kind of meaningless. Anyway, we can probably just unpause and let the fighting start. Liberate Ireland. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. We'll make Ireland red instead of green. No, we're not red. We're not going to be communists. I think once we stop being the provisional Russian government and reform Russia, like with the monarchy, I think we're going to turn kind of a deep forest green. Okay, you're gonna go take there, which is fine.
Готов.
I know you don't have much org, but I mean, our supplies are so low over here that no one ever really has much in the way of organization. So we'll just throw that in there anyway, and that's gonna be all right. Clean this up. I mean, these guys are all starving to death, so it's not gonna matter much. I'll get you to do a little assist here and see what we can do. Hello, volunteers! I think one of the last things we did at the end of the last episode is we finished Call for Aid, which was a little bit of a YOLO mode, because it doesn't really give us anything instantly, but it does give, it lowers the Lend-Lease tension limit and volunteers and various things like that, and the hope was that it was going to enable the Germans, the Italians, and the Japanese to potentially send us volunteers and things, which is happening. 9 divisions and their air wings, don't mind if I do. 4 divisions and their air wings, cool. That's going to be very lovely. We will inevitably touch Finland, invading sounds the question. I mean, I'm sure at some point. Yeah, I could see us, and I think part of the goal is to have it where you get a situation where you have your divisions oriented for plains combat, which is nice 90 width, and then you have other divisions based for like mountain or forest combat, which are going to be optimized around something else. Guzma Galitsky has defected and brought some units with him. Excellent. So there you go. As I say, we're going to have some unassigned divisions available. I could throw them on this front. I think what I might do is let's send you here. So we'll have 2 divisions on this golden thing. Just the idea is, yeah, and I think I'll do that with the extras over here as well. Oh, are you guys, you're actually at this front. Okay, well you have... Okay, this tank division is going to be a problem. It's definitely just going to be undersupplied. Still, I don't know, maybe we will use them here for now. Alright, I'll add you to this gold army.
Выходим!
But yeah, just join in the push here.
Выходим!
Maybe do this.
Nice.
And then this tank is... All we're going to do is have it added to this push. Because it's probably not going to be supplied enough to fight reasonably anyway. So, do we unlock this doctrine? I mean, I think so. Well, here's the question. We could flip to a different doctrine tree. What do you call a Soviet sniper? A marksman! Ah ha ha ha! We could switch to a different focus tree. I mean, mass assault doctrine is definitely the typical Soviet/Russian idea, and it does have some really, really good stuff in it. I mean, if we switched, it would lose our mass assault, which right now... I mean, the thing is, mass assault is honestly of dubious use. The pocket defense really... This is mostly helps you when something has gone wrong more than anything else. It does get really good. Once you get the 10th in depth, the extra entrenchment, leg infantry boost, because leg infantry is useful for a long time. Reduced supply consumption over here is amazing. I mean, I don't think it's going to be relevant to the current battle we're doing, but it seems like one of the things that we've realized playing Hearts of Iron 4 over the few years is that reduced supply consumption is incredibly useful. So I don't know, we probably don't have the industrial base to work on these. We should probably just commit to mass assault, because if nothing else, it fits the theme. So maybe we'll do that. We can, since this doesn't do anything for us instantly, well, I don't know. I mean, the supply grace might still help in low supply areas. And non-combat out of supply. I mean, I guess we do have a lot of... Like, we don't have anywhere surrounded, but we do have a lot of people with not much in the way of supplies. So, killing that penalty by 10... You know what? Let's go ahead and do this. It seems Mongolia is not being called into civil war. I have, in my tests that I ran before streaming, there was... Mongolia and Tanutuva did get called in at some point. But I don't know what the conditions for it are. You know, it clearly doesn't happen all the time. Here, you help out over here, please. We're just going to clean this up. You have no orcs. I'm just going to get you to move and do this instead of participating in the fighting. So there's another control point over here we'd like to grab. A little bit of pushing happening in a few places. Are we going to want to push further into this? I might. Where's the railroad connection? Oh, it's up there. Okay, well... we would love to do this in pocketing. It might be tough. We don't have enough troops right now. Maybe what I'll do is I will move more people in to push this way. Oh, we can't. These guys are already retreating. So it's not going to matter. But maybe I'll get you to make a little bit of a move like that. But you do this. And we're going to do a little bit of something like this. And see what we can do. See the new Poland type? The peasant division? No, I haven't. Okay, the Republic of Belarus. So we're going to do, I think, the same. Again, either way they declare war on the Soviet Union. The question is only whether we're going to declare war on them right now or not. I'm going to keep doing our theme of we're kind of just going to sell out, you know, our Soviet territory and say, yeah, man, our enemy of our enemy is our friend. We're not going to declare war on you right away, but we'll clearly have to boop you later on. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, at some point, we might stop doing that, but I don't know. For now, it's still very helpful, I think, so we can keep pushing. The sooner we wrap up this war, the sooner we can, you know, get our strength back up to where we want it. Good push over here. You're not actually moving, though, so let me get you to cut through the back as much as possible. Yeah, and you just keep pushing here. Definitely keep pushing that way. You're just parked over here, which is fine. So I just kind of want to encourage these guys to keep moving forward. Quick. I'm going to get you to do this.
Готов.
Who's moving back?
Так точно.
Everybody push in here.
Готов.
Alright, they'll get booped at some point. 12 divisions assigned to this is a little bit much. If I, what is it, control right click? Yeah, okay, you guys over here, let's make sure you're officially added to this front. And I'm going to encourage a bit of a push there. So we don't need that many divisions coming over here. There's not going to be enough supply for that.
Готов выдвигаться. Выходим.
Do something like this. All right. Wasn't here for the last stream. What are we planning on doing after winning the Civil War? We're planning to restore the monarchy because crowns are cool.
Готов выдвигаться.
7 divisions. Clearly we want to boop these guys. You know, let's start the boop now. Just go and assist, because then that'll clear this border, and anyone else who's trying to reinforce over here is just going to leave.
Выходим.
Oh, there's some music. Yeah! Ba-da-da-da-da-da. There we are. Divisions showing up. Divisions showing up. Excellent. Now, I think volunteers are run by the nation that sends them, right? So we don't control those or anything like that. All right, it's 38. We could grab this infantry tech, which wouldn't be bad. Although, I guess what we should do is grab the computing machine first for the tech boost. That's going to be okay. Who wants to be king of Canada? At some point, yeah. There is some things, I feel like there are some things over here. I swear that has a reference to Canada, but I don't know where it was. Intervention in the Americas, maybe? Restore the old Eastern Empire. There you go. Gains conquer focused on Canada and the United States. The problem is, this route is not the Romanov reconstruction route. So we might just have to fabricate claims on Canada, but it is hilarious to me that that's a thing over here. Seems reasonable. Does the Russian Empire still be white? If so, we have to take Finland. Yeah, we're going to be turning green, though, is what's going to happen. Hey, Loon Call, thank you very much for the whiskey and chocolate. It's been too long since we got a stream, but that's nursing school for you. Thanks for all the great content. Thanks, Loon Call. And yeah, that's some hard-ass work. My mom was a nurse. And one of my good friends is also a nurse. And so I always get to hear all the horror stories. Not to dissuade you from your work, but I'm just saying, I know it ain't easy. Okay, let's do a little bit of this. We might be able to do a bit of impocketing. Oh, actually, speaking of impocketing, well, you're already running through here. Should I run you there, or should I just attack forward? Just attack forward. These guys are about to get booped. Yeah, I was going to say, that's going to be pretty easy. Even across the river is going to be fine. That's true. Russia did control Alaska. Oh, we got pushback over there. You're still moving over here, which is going to be fine. You're going to get pushed back over there. These guys are moving that way. I kind of want to keep these guys pinned in here. Right, that's fine. Oh, we have a decision. What is our decision? Oh, war propaganda. See, I'm so annoyed. Like, no, I don't want to do war propaganda. We've got other things we need to do. So they're trying to regroup over here, but without supply, I don't know if they'll ever regroup over there. Still, maybe we can ignore those things. What decision now? Oh, okay, we can do more sabotage. Yes. So this is a very important button. I guess we'll just do this area first. It's going to cover a lot of combat. You are not actually moving, which certainly seems questionable to me. So I'm going to plan something like this behind the lake, except one of you guys, I'm going to get you to just come and clean this area up. And grab these victory points over here, please. Thank you. Did you kill all your generals? No, well, I didn't. Stalin killed a few. There we go. These guys might finally get booped. Everything's so slow moving in the north. I could move to this control point. The other thing we can do is cut off some of these supply lines over here. I'm gonna maybe make a bit of a YOLO move this way. Grab the urban area, cut off some of the rail. I do like that the rail is represented on the map. Okay, so I think the idea here is I was taking the heavy industry and then the industrial infrastructure efforts that we're ready to do the abolished 5-year plan once we unify Russia and get all of its factories. Because we can't continue down here until the war is over. I don't want to become a puppet of Japan. I mean, getting this is going to be good. I don't know if we have to rush it. I think I like this idea. Although, if we wait until we reform sort of Russia and move our capital back to Moscow or St. Petersburg, which will be an option, the infrastructure will happen around our capital, and that actually might prove to be more useful. Japan makes the best puppets. Well, I mean, we want to puppet Japan, but we can't, unless I grab some of the military boosters. Strengthen the mobilization plan. Production efficiency grows slower, but has a higher cap. I mean, we want to get all this eventually. Actually, getting to cohesion first might be really good. Get that 5% division organization bonus. I think I kind of like that idea. We're going to do this. St. Petersburg, of course. The only thing with St. Petersburg as our capital is it, like, freakishly close to potential front lines. You know? Alright, good. You guys are still moving. You're actually doing a backwards assist here. I'd rather have you continue to just push in, please.
Внимание! Слушаю.
You can assist that. That's going to be fine. Okay.
Внимание!
Hold on, pause.
Я готов.
Just push in here. So the Republic of Karelia. Let's just keep going on this. We'll just have to clean it all up later, but that's okay. So the Soviets are having more and more fronts to deal with.
Выходим.
Actually, I'm gonna get you to do a little something like that, please. Because you're still slowly moving in that way, and that's gonna get lost. Although I don't think you're actually contributing. There you go. Oh,
Готов.
reinforce in time.
Выходим.
There we go. This time for sure, probably, maybe. Karelia's green. Yep. This is what they said about Germany. We'll just clean that up later.
Слушаю.
Yeah, you just keep making moves this way.
Слушаю.
You better have the Cav do something kind of like this, actually.
Готов.
You guys move in here and help hold this. Please and thank you.
Слушаю. Внимание.
More moves this way.
Готов
Oh,
выдвигаться.
hello.
Готов выдвигаться.
Oh, you might get pushed back.
Выходим. Мы под огнем. Жду приказа. Готов выдвигаться. Выходим! Я готов.
I need you to do
Так
this.
точно.
I don't really have a lot of org, but you know what? We'll get the multi-front bonus. You'll help out. You'll do that. Okay. See, this guy's going to fall back to here, which is fine. I mean, assuming he doesn't get insta-followed, that would be bad. How can you tell a regular submariner apart from the regular navy? They glow in the dark. How can you tell a Russian submariner apart from a regular navy? They glow in the dark. I don't get it. Raptor. Don't push into mud tiles. Wow. 70% attrition.
Ройсь!
Nuclear submarine port. Oh, so it's not a pun. Okay. I thought it was a pun. Like, I don't get it.
Я готов. Внимание!
No, just push in. Go, 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 go.
Внимание! Внимание!
We're gonna hold that. Just gonna be
Готов
fine.
выдвигаться.
Tell you what, you go and just pop that. There we go. That's finally been dealt with.
Жду приказа.
All right, you guys, here, make this move.
Я готов.
We'll just let the cavalry take care of that. You guys all make a bit of a push over here. I'll look in there, Soviets. All right. Revolts cause the surrender thing to go down. Not these. There are other events that can happen. On the other hand, if these guys manage to push forward and take some victory points, and that's going to be good, which is happening here. The Republic of Belarus making some progress. You can see this is all provisional. This is our white color here. Let's just make sure we haven't missed anything weird. No Mongolia, nothing. All right, everything's still fine. Fuel refining boost, okay. So it is still 38. I could get more extraction tech. I don't think I'm going to do it right now. We're not going to go for those. I guess we should get the radio for the reinforcements and things. That's useful. What decisions are available? Oh, more sabotage behind enemy lines. Yes, please. Over here would be kind of useful. Hurt some of their org. Interwar artillery. Good. Okay, let's go and get these infantry bonuses now. What's the definition of a Russian string quartet? A Soviet orchestra back from a US tour! Oh! Because defections!
Так точно. Ройсь!
I hate that we don't have any organization anywhere.
Готов.
Although no one does, because there's just no supply.
Ройсь!
Here, let's do a little something like that. Mountainous Republic of Dagestan. Right over here. All right, I'm just going to keep hitting the same button. And maybe we wouldn't want to, but that's going to be fine. So these guys have declared independence. There's not a lot of territory over there. But again, anything that just screws up the Russian fronts more and more is quite good. Missing equipment. We're not building naval bombers. That's fine. Although, I guess I could just add it in the list. I mean, there's not going to be anything assigned to it. And it'll just get rid of that warning. You know what would be useful right now? Changing our economy to a war economy. Because we do have enough political power for it. I don't know if we have a national focus that sets our economy for us. It's always a little annoying when you spend political power to do a change and then it discovers that something over here will do it. There's only one focus that has the word economy in the name. I mean, there's, you know, these filters and things like that. Yeah, I'm just going to change this. And that is a good question. Are we still trading for oil? Because we could probably trim back on that. So let's cancel one of these. Let's cancel, I don't think it really matters which one we do. Cancel that, and then... Oh, fuel is still going up. We might be able to cancel the other one as well. Okay, mobilization speed, recruitable population. But what I was looking for is... So we could restore the caustic units, improves our cavalry attack and speed, and gives us some free units, which is nice. But I think long-term cohesion first is just going to be glorious to have the 5% extra division organization. I think it's going to be really, really, really good. So we're going to do this for the org.
Брось! Выходим! Выходим!
Just move there and we'll see what happens next. There we go, enemy desertions. Excellent. After a capture of Chechnya, Ingushetia, the army of Joseph Stalin is losing heart. Soldiers are deserting en masse. Some are just laying down their arms while others are actually joining our cause. So the army of the Soviet Union lose equipment, manpower, and organization, and some units defect to us. Hell yes. What do we get? Oh, we got 4 of them. What I'll do is I'll just have you do this and then do a strategic redeploy to here. Oh, you're actually quite near the front already. Oh, a couple of you are.
Готов выдвигаться.
Done and done.
Готов.
You can definitely counterattack here.
Так точно. Слушаю.
Punch into here.
Брось!
Do that.
Слушаю.
Push forward.
Смирно.
You could join in this fight, but honestly, I think it'd be better.
Готов выдвигаться.
You go there. You go there.
Готов выдвигаться.
You plan on making this move as well.
Жду приказа.
You guys already running.
Я готов.
We can attack you and probably boot you. It doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure to follow up with this guy.
Слушаю.
I don't know. I mean, I guess he has so little org.
Слушаю.
To do that, I'm going to grab one of these and push over here. It is going to bulge things out a bit, but we're going to Oh, never mind.
Готов выдвигаться.
Halt. Instead,
Выдвигаться.
why don't you go and do this?
Брось!
Tank division to push following the railroad, keep the supply. That would be nice. The thing is, even our tanks don't go very fast. And we have like the one tank division somewhere, but it's pretty hard up over here. But I could pull this out into its individual group. But I mean, it's getting fuel problems. We don't have enough tanks to reinforce it. Honestly, I should just disband this thing or replace it with an infantry division. Now, there are these. Since these guys aren't joining in, maybe I should just ignore Mongolia and move you to the front. Maybe I will.
Брось!
Where's the rail lines? Over. Yeah, let's give it a go. hold on. We got a lot of various skills.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Cancel your orders. What we're gonna do... We're gonna get this army sorted here. And we'll draw a spearhead to here. And then do a strategic redeployment to here, and then resort yourself. Okay. They do have the industrial base, that's true. On the other hand, they are doing multi-front fighting. And they're losing a little bit of territory in a couple of these places. Although, I think Ukraine lost more territory over here. Push. Push down this way. We're going to try to isolate more of these guys. Do this. Cut this guy off. Push forward over here. Push, push, push. Across the river. Let's do a little bit of this as well. Okay. You know what? Literally cavalry just follow this railroad connection here to this town. And maybe... I can't tell which province the airport is in. I think this one here. And the progression over here is always going to be slow. What I'm going to do is just move our front line to focus down here more than anything else. We still have it on. I mean, I could turn on, like, turbo push mode. Let's see. Okay. We got some whiskey or some vodka and pickles fun. Oh, from Cristomundo. Thank you. Hey, Quill, when you start to attack Canada, make sure your troops get their bearings straight. Delicious. Delicious puns. Cross the river. Good. Then push more. So pushing over here. So yeah, keep going like this. Make that push. You guys are coming in here, so we're going to in-pocket this guy, which is going to be good. I might have to slow down a little bit, because this guy's pretty strong and can counter-push in this area. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Maple vodka? I don't know. I don't know if that's a winning combo. Spook this guy before he breaks out. This front got kind of wonky, although I think it'll be fine as soon as this little pocket gets cleaned up. Isn't that basically mead? Okay, hold on. If we do a swing to here, and then cut south, as long as this area doesn't get too vulnerable, this is starting to look kind of sexy. And this squad, as soon as you get here, go. And in fact, I'm going to tell you to be specifically quite aggro about it. Go, go, go. How are we looking down here? Well, you're having to hold here. Push, push, push. Okay, that's going to get taken care of, which is good. Push along the river. Take that control point as well. Actually, this tank here... What I get you to do here, and this, somewhere along the way, the cavalry and the tank will meet and in-pocket this. Not that there's a lot of troops in there. What's Russia's favorite streaming service? Netflix! It's so bad. Why are you guys so good at being bad? Oh, shit. Alright, Crimea. There you go. I guess that's why they weren't part of Ukraine there. Oh! These guys got booped. Meanwhile, okay, Ukraine retaking something. They might have even encircled over there. They're still being a little bit of push, which is good. What's our decision available here? Oh, right, sabotage behind enemy lines. Yeah, let's keep this area low org. Go there, and actually, you're just going to run along behind the mountains here. Okay, cohesion first. Hold on. Pause.
Выходим!
We need to make sure this guy doesn't die. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just reinforce this way.
Я готов!
And you clearly need to keep pushing here. And you're pushing that way, although it's slow going.
Смирно!
This tank over here, yeah, push this like that.
Брось!
You're pushing that way, which is good. You keep moving. I know you got no org, but that's going to have to be okay.
Выходим!
Reinforce there, though I don't know if he'll hold it. Oh, let's go and cut this guy off.
Так точно!
Like that and like that.
Внимание!
You're going to move in here. Okay, you're not current... Oh, no, you are being attacked again. But hopefully you'll be okay. Okay. Oh, there is a supply point over here, too. That is really nice. And an intact rail connection. Okay, next man focus. Rehabilitated military gives us what? More organization and recovery rate. This is actually really good.
Слушаю.
Recovery rate is an insanely good stat.
Внимание!
This tank's not moving anywhere nearly as close. Or as quickly. So I'll actually get it to do this. And then head south that way.
Готов!
And you'll just push in there.
Так
And
точно!
you're still pushing in here, which is great. You're going to move in there. I'm going to take one of these and tell you to move in here so we can cut this guy off. That's still being cut off over here. There we go. We've reached this guy, so at least he'll be able to run away if he needs to.
Брось!
Let's do that. Since you're moving in here, cut around behind here again and see what we can do for isolating these guys. Hey! Captured an army stockpile. Great. Some infantry equipment. That's going to be good, and it takes away
Готов!
from the Soviets as well. So you're going to go and close that.
Внимание!
So I'm going to get the cavalry here to just keep running along the rail connection, like so.
Готов выдвигаться!
Good. And you guys are doing that, which is great, and you're doing that, which I approve of.
Смирно!
You're just standing still.
Внимание!
Oh, neither one of you doing much.
Так точно!
Tell you what, you go in there, and you just push this way. I was gonna say, that'll probably be okay. If we lose this, that's not the end of the world. Alright, gold group needs to be maybe reorganized. Or what I do is I just merge you in. Maybe I just merge you into this front. I don't know. Kind of like having the focused hit squad. I mean, keep doing whatever you were doing, although I should delete...
Так точно! Так точно! Жду приказа!
Spearhead plan. Come down over this way. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I know the Byzantine Civ 6 thing has got to... I do want to finish up.
Готов!
It's a little bit annoying that it's left in this incomplete state. How far are you from closing this gap? Alright, not too far.
Слушаю!
Meanwhile, over here, good. This is solid. So actually, if we're going to do anything, what I might want to do is...
Готов выдвигаться!
Push, 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 push. Push here.
Готов!
Push this way. Actually, you guys do some more of this as well. Is someone walking through this? Here, you walk through that. Because there's still some dudes assigned to this front.
Готов!
Push, push, push. Go,
Выходим!
go, go. Okay. Okay, fuel probably is fine. We're gonna go... I'm gonna cancel this oil route as well. This might cause us to start dropping on fuel. Well, it's not filling... It's not maxing out as quickly, but it's currently not running a deficit, which is still kind of nice. Is no one going to go and clean this guy up? There you go. Let's make sure that gets booped, and that they can't rescue him.
Слушаю!
Okay, don't participate in any attack. That's gonna be okay.
Внимание!
Nope, move here, please. You go
Выходим!
here. Tank's moving that way already.
Выходим!
Just get you to do this.
До приказа. Вперед!
You should halt your movement.
Держать дистанцию. Брось! Выходим! Слушаю.
Move in over here, please. I'm not worried really about this cavalry getting cut off. It does suck that its push is being stalled out.
Смирно!
Alright, you just claim
До
this.
приказа.
Do I want to have someone go and pick up a little bit of this? Well, you know what? There's railroad connections over here if nothing else. We want to make sure we control those, and we can mop up the rest of it whenever. Okay. Good.
Готов выдвигаться.
Good, good, good. No, just push this way, please. What is that symbol? Oh, staff office plans. Bulgaria approaches the German Empire. Alright.
Брось!
Oh, I can't get through there. Go away, phone? Like, it got auto-identified as suspected spam, so that's a good sign. These guys don't have any supply, but they do have a decent amount of org. Because it would be nice to just go in and pocket this guy, but I'm not sure we can pull this off. This is really bad terrain to fight in. I think the better thing is just to target this guy,
До приказа.
even though it doesn't lead to an in-pocketing.
Готов?
You are going to go there. You're going to go there. The one thing with the big giant battle plan is sometimes there's a lot of repositioning of stuff.
Я готов.
Reset this gold plan here.
Мирно!
And you know what? Just going to do some force clicking.
До приказа.
Yeah, go through here. That's going to be fine. Well, that's going to get lost there.
Внимание!
Well, you move this way.
Так точно!
And
Выходим!
cavalry go there.
Выходим!
And you're going to make a move over here. Okay. I did cancel the oil exports yet, which is why we're dropping slightly, but not enough to actually be a concern.
Мирно!
Can we get a boop on these guys?
Слушаю!
Do I want to control click you? Or do I want to push forward?
Держать дистанцию.
You should push forward.
Выходим!
Go, go, go.
Выходим! Так точно!
Okay. Someone likes to, I think they're staffing their office plans. So they're getting a planning speed boost, is what they're running.
Смирно!
I'm just gonna do this.
Я готов.
There we go. Yeah, we'll just clean up this mess.
Брось! Внимание!
Close this again, which should be fine. More enemy desertions. I love desertions.
Готов выдвигаться.
Just doing these individually so I can get a sense of where our new dudes are. Oh shit! You're here! Okay. Alright, do that.
Я готов.
Okay, and that's that. Okay.
До приказа.
Here, just do this, because it'll clean up the front.
Брось!
I'm gonna get you to do this. Over the mountains is kind of crummy, but could be worse. Let's get you to keep pushing this little area a bit. I would very much not like to... I would like to not lose the city.
Внимание! Брось!
Okay, you're moving there, which is great.
Мирно!
I'm gonna do this to ping
Готов
you.
выдвигаться. Внимание!
Actually, I'm gonna get all these guys to make sure they're moving here to cover that, in case they still want to attack in this direction.
Брось! Я готов.
Okay, you're gonna go through here, you're gonna go through here. Those guys are gonna get booped, which is fine and groovy.
До приказа.
There There we go, that got cleaned up. I'm gonna get you to just stop and do this. I know you have no org, but that's okay. The first Russian border gore war. The new supply system, I'm far from understanding it yet, but I think it is going to be much, much, much better. I think it's actually really interesting. I like the idea of grabbing, like, important terrain, like the supply stockpiles. That's quite cool. I want to make sure these guys don't bust out. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. There we go. Just more people have joined in that battle, so that's going to be okay. Yeah, don't turn around. Just, why don't you try to do this? I know you guys don't have any org. But yeah, there we go. Railroads become so much more important. I mean, the railroads themselves didn't used to exist at all. I mean, there was infrastructure, which often looked like railroads, but it wasn't exactly the same, and we still have infrastructure. Okay, let's do that. We might be able to cut off the escape on that guy. Push in here. For you can stay there, although you're going to reposition. Yeah, I'm wondering if the big mega front might be actually screwing us up a little bit more than we'd like. What can I do for a decision? Oh, more sabotage. Yes, please. Not really anything going on there. This might be useful. In fact, I'm tempted to just put in an order like this. Whatever happens, happens. Oh, this guy got cut off here. And might get booped. We have no tanks for this division anyway. Like, it'll suck to get it booped, but in a sense, it doesn't matter that much. I'm gonna have one of these guys make a split move over here.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Make sure to grab this. Okay. Do you have any Air Force? Yeah, we do, and we do have it following our troops. I have some of it manually set, and actually, that's a good reminder. I should take a look at that. Hey, Kofu! Coffee Kuma, thank you very much! Hey, Quill, been watching for years, but too broke to support. Found you and played CK2 with Northern Lion and Arumba. Just want to say thank you for the years of entertainment. Inspire me to start streaming myself. I'm coming up on 1 year. Oh, congratulations, Coffee. Hope it's going well. Hope you're finding it fun. I find it really fun, so I hope you do as well. Let's take a look at our Air Force. So, I think... So we've got 3 different bases. These guys here are attached to an army. Although, are you operating anywhere that makes sense? I think they do try to organize themselves so that they don't have...
whiskey and chocolate.
They do have supply. The strategic bombers over here... So I'm just training with the naval ones because I don't want to use them. Strategic bombers were on a manual setup. Which I think is... Oh, we can move you here. Maybe I will do that. And then strategic bomb over here instead. Okay. Yeah, that seems okay. Are Western troops holding on to the game? I don't think they're going to get booped because they have the Republic of Belarus here to help out. So they're helping to, I think, hold this front a little bit. Which is nice. Alright, so, I mean, these yellow moves are a good way to get... to get yourself kind of cut off and in-pocketed, but at the same time... might be exactly what we're trying to... get happen, generally speaking. One of you are going to do this, and we're going to close the loop on this guy. You guys make this move to try to engage there. You're going to come in through here, which is nice. See, these guys might be in trouble. Although, if I do this, we'll open up a retreat path and cut off some supply from these guys. Let me try to buy them some time. Oh, and you can do this to open things up as well. Maybe, depending on how quickly you can get there. Do that and do this. They might get booped before we can give them a retreat path. Oh, looks like they abandoned the attack, so these guys are actually fine. Which means I could start, you know, a move. Oh yeah, there's a lake over here, which is kind of funny. I might still give them that move command, and we'll see. Oh, more whiskey and chocolate? Do I not have my volume high enough? I might not. Yeah, I don't think I've got my... Hold on. There you go. I need to boost my own volume because it's not coming through properly for me. Terribly sorry. Nordics! Nordics, we're going to be, well, I don't know if you're the Norse Nordics, but we're going to be visiting the Nordics over here relatively soon with some tanks and troops. I hope you don't mind. Thank you very much for that. That is incredibly generous, Nordics. Been subscribed for 88 months now, so here are $88. Hope this can grow the whiskey and chocolate stockpile for Christmas. We will have to go and fill that up. That is going to be, nice. Thank you very much for that. That's really generous. And thank you very much, everyone who made sure I didn't miss that. That is really appreciated. Okay, I'm going to YOLO down to here. Again, try to cut off some of these paths. Although we already cut off the rail connection, so that's bound to be helpful. No, just keep pushing down this way, please. Do some of that. And then you are going to come here, cut off that rail connection, and maybe even come and pick up Ufa as well. Just going to give you a push this way. Let's go to Perm. Let's push through the mountains and over onto this side of the river and then see what that looks like afterwards. I think we'll do a little something like this. Do that. Although we got to keep our own rail connection intact. You're moving down here for the cutoff. You're doing this, which is great. You're not moving, so we'll just force... And eventually, some year, you guys will reach this area here. How's the situation? Oh, enemy desertions. Nice. 100k loss on our side. Nearly 500,000 on the Comterm side. And then we get our bonus troops here as well. Okay, there's no one in a weird position. So I'll just go ahead and do this, and then they'll strategically redeploy to the front, which is going to be fine. There, now I heard it. There, I heard the whiskey and chocolate. Oh yes, the spearhead front. You're right. The yellow group over here has to be redrawn. Because I want to keep a really focused force. Concentrated if we can. Although, did their spear front command actually finish? I think it did actually. I don't think they've got. So your goal is actually going to be to push in here. Yeah, there you go. Oops, no, don't cancel. Do this. Keep your manual commands, but then, yeah, try to push into here and cut off everything in this area. And then maybe we make the final push to Moscow. We have more whiskey and chocolate. We've got some from Mads. Thank you very much, Mads. Has been watching you since the Crusader Kings 2 Venice campaign. Oh my god. The damn Falieros who threw us out of the party. Remember how salty we got about that? And by we, I mean me. Thanks for the years of fun and interesting gameplay. Also, even got me interested in game development. Oh, nice. By the way, this Saturday, programming live stream. Programming live stream this Saturday. And Mads said, P.S. also penance for using Adblock. Thank you very much, Mads. Coffee came in again. Thank you. Also, not to pick fights for the rest of the community, but as a transgender person who loves grand strategy, thank you for not only streaming the kind of content I enjoy, being the only grand strategy streamer I know. Won't call me slurs. Well, Coffee, I hate that it's kind of a shitty world out there, but I love our community for trying to make the world a little less shitty in all kinds of different ways. Also, a shout out to everyone who contributed to the Extra Life charity fundraiser. Having a lot of fun this week, doing a lot of the multiplayer games and board game sessions from people who got those incentives. So I'm very hyped about that. Paradox remade supply system apparently. Yeah, just a little. It's slightly changed. Whoa, hold on. Qu'est-ce qui arrive? France, what's your deal? Okay, you just joined the Ally, you're not in any kind of war or anything whatsoever. The UK, might be our first our first game where we have historical AI turned off where the UK didn't go fascist. Feels like that happens all the time. Do you like that we have the Russian Empire, or the German Empire over here? Maybe we'll be buds with them and take over the world together with Germany. You know, Russia and Germany got along really well in World War II era, right? Pretty sure that's how history went. What I'm gonna do you is just get you to clean up that little bit. So yeah, we're losing that attack, but it's gonna be fine because these guys are all gonna get cut off like crazy real soon. Yugoslavia joins the Allies. Well, the world is definitely shaking itself out. Change of plans over here. We're gonna do this. we can do this, we can get these guys cut off and then finally take care of them. Oh shit. Alright, make this move. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, you are doing this, which I think is still a swell idea. And in fact, then run along the river that way. Now you're just standing still. I'm going to get you to run along the rail to here, take this airport, take this victory control point. Bring that up. You're moving down there, which is great. I got the cavalry, or someone is going to come clean this up. I'm going to get the infantry to move this way instead. Let's do that. Push. These guys are all cut off from supply. And they're doing, like, you know, annoying things to my own routes. But they're all doomed. They might not know it yet, but they're all doomed. Okay. You've done that. You do that. Do that just to clean this up. That's fine. And then, yeah, come down here. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Excellent. Try telling your trains to supply more supply to your troops. I don't think I can do it. It's not... I don't think it's train limited. Now, we do have the extra trucks. Let's actually take a look here. Problem is we have no supply hubs down here. Right? Here, very well supplied. Here, no supply hubs, and we don't have the means to build them in time, even with our 300% boost. So that's not the limiting factor here at all. Make sure these guys are all moving forward, basically. It's just the goal. Because there's no supply, they like to be fairly static, but the supply situation's not going to fix itself. So just make some YOLO moves. Push, 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 push. Get into the mountains. Same thing here. We'll do something like that, and we'll cut off some more land in chunks. Speaking of cutoffs, well, you're going to do that. I'm going to do this, so we do a double cutoff over here. Not that there's a lot of troops in this area. You're doing a strategic redeploy, which I guess is going to be fine. Actually, you don't have very far to go. Eh, no, I'll let you keep doing that. Cavalry here, we're going to get you to push very quickly to Kirov, and then we might continue because there's more rail to be gotten. You are making some bold moves over here and aren't actually at risk of being cut off in any way, which is nice to see. I'm just going to get you to do a little push up to the river this way, and actually you are going to move down here. Okay. What is Bulgaria doing? Oh, they're supporting the IMRO, which has to deal with Greece and Macedonia, right? Okay. Yeah, we're still using... people keep on... Again, I can switch these. People have gotten, like... They have a certain gameplay button they know. Changing this isn't dramatically going to change the supply situation. If we double motorize, it might alleviate a little bit over here, and I guess we could consider that. But mostly the problem is anywhere that's not getting supply is basically still not going to get supplied. I can throw some trucks in over here because it might help a little on the outside, but it's mostly just the hubs just have a maximum range. All these places over here just aren't covered by a hub. So that's not really the issue. We do have the trucks available, that's true. So why not? I wonder, can you do it globally? I like how it says hold shift to show range, but it doesn't actually do anything. Because I think the range is always on. Well, maybe you can hold... Oh, I guess you can hold shift if you don't click on it. That makes sense. So it's not going to actually change anything. To anything that matters over here, really. I mean... But we do have the trucks, I guess. Wait, hold on. We had trucks. What happened to our trucks? We have 0. We had trucks. Maybe some are being assigned to divisions. So we don't have any. We did have some at some point, but some of our divisions might use some trucks. let's boop this guy here.
Выходим! Слушаю!
Can I counterattack
Так
here?
точно! Готов выдвигаться! Брось! Выходим!
Push, push, push.
Выходим!
Say that's going to be the whole big path, right? I can get you to assist
Верно!
here, just to make sure these guys don't win that battle
Так
there.
точно!
And then, yeah, you just keep pushing like that. That's going to be okay. You're going to
Верно!
claim there, which is okay. Let me do
Выходим!
this. Get these guys completely wrapped up. Not that they have any supply over there anyway.
Готов? Внимание!
You guys make the swing down here and here.
Внимание!
You guys make that move. How we doing? Soviet Union starting to move a little bit. Karelia's having a hard time. Oh, the Republic of Uzbekistan. I mean, we're here. We could just decide to boop them immediately. What do you guys think we should do about Uzbekistan?
До приказа!
So the rail connection continues here. On the other hand,
Брось!
friend for now. Let's just keep going. Friend for now. May as well eat them. They are right here. What if they joined an alliance? Right? What if they joined the Allies? That would be terrible. So we're gonna do this. Because yeah, it would be awful. We've exiled the
До
division.
приказа!
We'll just take it later. So these guys are really cut off. What I think I might do then.
Так точно!
Let me delete the frontline orders.
Выходим!
I don't know how many dudes I have selected here. 31. Okay, we're gonna make a new army group. Or new army, really.
Вперед!
Infantry gain more experience. And from this, I need to grab just a handful.
Мирно! Выходим! Слушаю!
And move them out of that. Okay.
Мирно!
And then what I'm going to do with these guys is shift-click a new front here. Oh, does that go all the way down here? No. Okay, but purple's front's got to be redrawn because we don't actually want to go down here. But the gold front to here is fine. Your push is just to do this. We'll activate it as well. When you come back to the purple group, don't do this because I don't want you to do a strategic redeploy way down to here because that would be dumb. I'm going to turn on the action mode, but the other thing I'm going to do
Мирно!
is I think I might shift-click whatever orders you already had, and we'll just do some rapid pushing into here with purple, and then they can redeploy and everything. Although you guys over here, still just go and take this out before you go and redo your orders. I think that's going to be fine. Hopefully there's not a bunch of massive strategic redeploy. I may have to reissue some manual commands over here. If they had manual commands, they should still have them. I guess you can keep walking along the rail. Depends of. Although part of me is wondering about grabbing these or doing kind of like this. There's a lot of control points over here along the river. Isolate this entire area would be nice. I don't think there's much to do over here.
Так точно!
Do that. Do
Выходим!
this.
Внимание!
Push, 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 push.
Слушаю! Готов!
Do that.
Готов выдвигаться!
I'm gonna get you to halt so you start regaining supply now. You will do that. You will still do this.
Брось!
Run along the rail. Run parallel to the rail to give us a double thick thing.
Выходим!
And yeah, do a little bit of a cutoff this way.
Я готов.
You're moving there, which is great. You're not moving at all right now, so let me just go ahead and get you to do this. All right, we'll go ahead and unpause. Yeah, too bad we don't have range of Moscow for doing paratrooper stuff. All right, you do this. I'm gonna get you to
Выходим.
do that.
Так точно.
Not that I'm really worried about being cut off,
Выходим.
truly.
Выходим.
Because we still have all this area. Like, we're gonna get
Готов выдвигаться.
some extra space over here, some extra connections.
Внимание.
And you're gonna come back here. Unrest in the Soviet Union. There we go. Industry suffers damage, and their surrender limit goes down. All right, that's good to see.
Внимание.
Let's just clean that up.
Так точно.
Okay. Map staring. The Soviet Union is doomed to fail in this game. The red flags are everywhere. Yeah. Army stockpile. Oh, someone's wounded, but we get some equipment. This tank's not doing anything right now. Well, let's get you to move forward at speed. Enemy desertions. More equipment for me. Nationalists seize the Polish government.
Внимание.
Are we gonna get fascist Poland? Interesting. Just add you in over
Я
there.
готов.
Gold Group, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just shift you to Stalingrad, do whatever you were supposed to do, but then do a YOLO push to here, please.
Слушаю.
Meanwhile, we're just going to clean up
Внимание.
everything over here. Like so. More army stockpile. Oh, decision available for more sabotage behind enemy line. I mean, I guess we don't really need our command power. But I don't really feel like it's the same need to do the sabotage anymore. Because I think it might be over at this point. So we might just start saving. In fact, I'm tempted to do the thing where I just tell this entire squad, I'm going to shift-click them to Moscow over here. Finish whatever you're doing, but then just push, 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 push. Lots of people will run into an opposition. That'll stop them and force them to turn around.
Внимание. Слушаю.
And then we'll still maybe want to do a little bit of this. But yeah, at this point,
Жду приказа.
Moscow. More enemy desertions.
Так точно.
So we'll just grab you, assign you to some army. Go, go, go. Mongolia and Tanutuva never made a move. Very interesting.
Готов. Слушаю. Ройс.
Hang on, just make sure.
Так точно.
Go, go, go. Army stockpile get. Enemy desertions get.
Внимание.
Throw you in here. Good. Enemy desertions. It's happening fast. They can see the writing on the wall. And the writing is, well, it's Cyrillic, so I can't actually tell what it says.
Выходим.
No sleep till Moscow. We'll just feed all our troops amphetamines. It worked for the Nazis.
Готов выдвигаться.
Still have a little troop over here. Oh, more unassigned divisions. Done. Rehabilitated military. We can do the reorg as well. Infantry unit design cost goes down. Infantry unit design cost. Is that for like how much experience I need to spend on like when I'm editing templates? But if I run this, adds organization, which kills our organ things until we finish the entire. Okay, immediately. So as soon as I take it, we get a 10% penalty or 10% penalty to our org, 15% penalty to our regain until it finishes in 70 days. So we don't want to hit this button right now. That would be bad. Okay, so noted. I'm going to do infrastructure effort. I was talking about waiting until we have the new capital, but it would be nice to be able to hit abolish the 5-year plan the second we control all the factories. Maybe I will wait. Let's swing over and grab some of this religious stuff over here because we're gonna need some of this. Need the battle priests. Yeah, we can do the plain stuff. That's true too. We can get the discounts to designs and things. Let's get you to go here and here. Yeah, I'm just going to overwrite some of these commands.
До приказа.
Let's clean this up, make sure nothing weird happens. You, make sure to clean this up. Alright, here we go. There's no one in here.
Так точно.
You're going to clean this up as well. Here, we'll get you to walk through here.
Внимание.
Hang on, we got to do a little boopsicle on this guy so it doesn't do some sort of weird cutoff from behind after we're all done.
До приказа.
More enemy desertions. I love desertions.
Выходим.
Bum, 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 bum. Goofy's Ukraine, okay. Yeah, well, ish, yeah. I mean, they'll be fine, because at some point, Soviet Union will just cease to exist,
Я готов.
and then they'll have all their land. You know, for a while, until we get to them. Sabotage behind enemy lines. I actually don't know if there's any purpose.
До
This guy
приказа.
here is running to Moscow. He'll trying to get there first desperately. I need you to do a little side trip over here.
Я готов.
Make sure to grab Penza. I need you to cycle back and grab this.
Выходим.
Make sure to grab Kazan over here.
Готов.
Okay, good.
Готов.
Unassign divisions. Let's assign you.
Смирно.
There you go, Soviet Union. War score. War interest falling rapidly. Let's cut back through here.
Двигаться.
Let's get you to swing this way.
До приказа.
You're gonna come over here. You're gonna... And rest. We will win this. Surrender limit drops. Yes. Oh! We have free military factories! Oh my god, you guys! Let's put them all into infantry equipment for now, because we definitely have a major shortage over there. It's happening! So as soon as you get that last critical break, and everything just goes. We will win this! Oops. What the...
Я готов.
Okay, pathing. There you go.
Брось.
That and that. You over here, grab this and this. More equipment. UK disavows appeasement. Which is interesting. I mean, it's not like they're appeasing Hitler, because he's gone. So that's maybe a pretty easy disavowal to do? I don't know.
Внимание. Выходим. Внимание. Выходим.
Go, go, go.
Брось.
You poop this. Come through here. Oh! Damn it! Someone's finally putting our stop to just our naked march towards Moscow. And luckily it's August, so it's not too cold. Oh, no, you're going around. He might... I'm gonna do this, because this guy might get cut off. Sorry, buddy. I know you were all excited about being the first,
Мирно.
but you might not be. Although we are getting some extra things, getting some supply over here. Tell you what, push to Tula, because that's still useful.
Мирно.
Go there. I got some bits. Hey, Tiger Ace, thank you. At a 3-faction civil war in the Soviet Union, Commie versus Fascist versus non-aligned was an experience. That's cool! I didn't know that could happen. More unrest. More desertions. Throw you all in there. How's this area? Oh, it's still happening.
Слушаю.
You do have a go, which is good. Where's this guy? Oh yeah, that was a loner over here.
До приказа.
And then this is all a big mess, but that's gonna have to keep going. Here, let's just make sure you're still going. I'm just doing a shift click over here to make sure these guys are still moving as aggressively as possible. Obviously, our front lines have gotten completely wonky.
Выходим. Готов выдвигаться. Выходим. Брось.
I could de-assign the front lines, but mostly because we're just doing the shift clicking anyway, it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, bit of a stall out there. Once you get to Tula, here, you can restart your push to Moscow.
Внимание.
We got some others. I'm gonna get you guys to come down this way, please. mid 38. I'll just get this infantry tech. We do have some admin, or some political power, but we're going to wait because we can get some discounts and powers and things like that. Check who the leader of Brazil is. I saw some pictures years ago. They could have been leader. It looked like Hitler. Well, not right now. But yeah, isn't there like... There's a whole theme with like, you know, the Nazis running away in history. You know, some parts of it being true, some parts of it being maybe just more interesting conspiracy fodder than anything else. And some of that is in Hoy. Go, go, go. Senor Hitler, exactly. Yes. Oh, more factories. Well, I'm just going to go and put in more requests for infantry equipment. Obviously, everything about everything is going to have to go through a major reorganization once the Civil War ends. We've almost got the capital. Sounds like it says fear not.
Doctrine.
It's going to make me want to play some Metro 2030 or whatever it's called here.
Выходим.
Make a run this way, please. Gonna go back to Kaiserreich some? Well, yeah, certainly. I mean, not right now, because we've got some regular vanilla content to enjoy. Yeah, Kaiserreich's awesome. Okay, autosave. Oh, no, not autosave! It's the end of the war! Yay! We didn't even make it to Moscow. We were just outside. And they're like, you know what? GG. Good game. Well played. And we are at peace. Wow, Mongolia never started anything here. Amazing. All right, so we're gonna have to figure out what our front lines are gonna look like. You know, what our various theaters are gonna be. We'll probably want to position some troops outside of our takeover plan areas. So short term, that's Karelia, Ukraine, Belarus, Uzbekistan. I think that's it, because there was one more, but they got booped. We probably want to keep some units positioned around the eastern front over here for the possibilities that might start to shake out. What I'm going to do, even though some of these guys are nowhere near one another, it's going to be okay. We're going to merge some of these guys up. This is just going to be our eastern theater, eastern front kind of vibe. And right now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to move these guys over to the border with Manchukuo, which might not be where they end up, but I'm just trying to get some things sorted out. And then we're going to have our western theater here. Which is going to include some dudes on the Karelian front. Some dudes on Belarus. Some on Ukraine. And then I think these guys here, what I'm going to do is just get them to merge up into those particular fronts. Oh yeah, there's Crimea as well, though maybe we'll do Crimea, I don't know when. We'll figure it out. We'll get everyone nearby. We're going to start training for some XP at this point. We shall see. We're going to unpause. There's going to be plenty more events here. Victory! The communist regime has fallen. Victorious troops control the capital. The people are free from the Red Tyranny at last. A new Russia shall rise from the devastations caused by 2 civil wars and years of misrule between. So we did promise Japan a little bit of territory over here. It's okay. We'll get it back. What about Stan? Oh yeah, I didn't put it around Uzbekistan. That's true too. Although... Oh, hold on. I'm going to redraw this front because they still have some territory over here too. In fact... unless we get a hint that Japan's going to start a war all of a sudden, we might want to focus on retaking our stuff first. So maybe we do this. So we've got an army positioned around every breakaway except Crimea. Ready to do that, and we can ignore the east for now. I mean, we'll have to position some troops there soon. We have to redo our templates as well, because we gained all the templates from the other AI nation as well. I'm just going to let it run because I think we might get a few more event ticks. I'm not sure. Okay, there's the end of the Second Russian War, which we know seemed impossible to undertake, and the renewal of the fight against the Bolsheviks by the exiled white movement has turned into a victory in spite of all odds. The provisional government declared the Soviet Union beaten and vowed to restore Russia to its former glory. The war has devastated much of Russia and have cost. The war have cost. the country dearly. The whereabouts of Joseph Stalin are so far unknown. Rumors have it that he escaped the country days before the surrender, and he might be hiding somewhere in South America. I wonder if we can assassinate him like the Trotsky thing. I mean, Trotsky's still out there too. We haven't dealt with him, I don't think, unless Stalin did that for us somewhere along the way. So we still have some of these ideas rocking, so we'll see where it goes. We have some factories. Okay, lots of repair undergoing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prioritize the repair of civilian factories, because then we'll have more civilian factories to repair everything else. Something kind of like that. Okay. But yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of work on our templates. Also, you know, pick the right people for the right fronts. Okay. The Synod finished over here. With the seminar in Novodevichy reopened, they should be encouraged to hold the Synod to discuss what matters of faith have appeared since last they were allowed to hold such an assembly. So, effective change, consumer goods factory -3%, stability +5%, which is good. We don't have a lot of stability right now, so we'll want to look into that. All right, what is going to be the capital of the provisional Russian government? The war is over. Decision needs to be taken regarding the future capital. Moscow is the most important city. Let's keep Chita, which I don't think we're going to do. Or St. Petersburg was the capital of the empire, so why not go back over there? What do we want? Lots of votes for St. Pete's. St. Pete's it is. There you go. So Leningrad's going to be renamed to St. Petersburg, and we're going to move the capital. The thing is, I think when we restore the Romanovs, that ends up happening anyway. So we're just, we're just a little ahead of schedule is all. Boop. There you go. St. Pete's, new capital. Clearly this means we have to obliterate Finland, because we don't want to have the capital so close to the border of another country. Just keep that in mind. No national focus, so I can keep running down. Oh, we probably want to do consolidate power over here, because that's what we can do after the war is over. Gains consolidate power, grants weekly stability 0.5%, and drops daily communist support, but all that runs for a year, and we get a new advisor, and it leads to our rebuilding the nation, all kinds of good stuff there. On the other hand, we do have enough to... Oh, no, we don't. We only have 84 factories. Although that might be because it doesn't count the damaged ones. So let's do the consolidate power first, and then see where we are. You should rename it to St. Petersburg. Can you not rename Inhoy? Oh, I'm filled with sadness. I am filled with sadness. What I'm going to do is... Oh, yeah, because we got a bunch of our air wings back. I'm going to reorganize my air wings here. And I'm just going to park them. We probably have a big airport here. Yeah, I'm just going to get all my air wings to come here, detached from their associate armies. We'll get them organized. That's going to be okay. Naval-wise is an interesting thing as well. I want to group them up, although I think we are going to have 2 fleets, because we are going to want to have one present over here in case Japan starts some nonsense. We might want to have one in the Baltic. On the other hand, do we? Well, we probably want subs. And the reason is, if there is a war, we might want subs here to kill, like, transports that for goods, but also troop transports that might do naval landing. But we might not want a real fleet over here. I think for now, what I'm going to do... Well, actually, I don't have much of a naval base, because, of course, we lost this one. I guess I can still park all my ships. Let me do that. We got some in the Black Sea. I want to get everything in one place, and then we're going to redivide them. It's going to spend a little bit more fuel than we have to. That's okay. So we're going to get all of our ships to show up over here, and we can reorganize them. What we're going to do is we're going to put a construction queue. I know we got some whiskey and chocolate. Hold on. We're going to max out the level of this queue, although it is at the bottom of the list. We'll deal with that soon. Put the naval base in Crimea. I mean, well, clearly we're going to have to annex Crimea at some point. But yeah, we probably want a big naval base maybe here as well. Or here, I think from here we can reach out. That actually seems like a decent spot. I'm going to assume we're going to want to queue one up. So let's get a max naval base there. And then we'll probably want to make sure we've got a decent one in the north over here as well, just to supply some extra things. All right, let's check that whiskey and chocolate. Who did? It's Plain Coast Hills! Congratulations, Your Imperial Majesty! Looks like there will be no more Soviet reunion. Nice. Well, Majesty's not back yet. We still have to bring the Romanovs home. But that is certainly the plan. I'm going to try building a Russian Navy to challenge Japanese. Oh, like, maybe. Maybe. We didn't. We let Turkey remilitarize here. So yeah, during state of war, we actually do have a dubious amount of access over here. Maybe we can't get through at all. Maybe these guys can't get out. Well, we're clearly gonna have to take care of Turkey at some point. Now, the Canadian Thanksgiving was last month, but tomorrow is the American Thanksgiving. So yeah, let's take care of Turkey soon. Puns! Not even a good one. We'll take the industrial concern soon-ish. I would like to wait until we can get the discount, because there's lots of stuff we have to do with our political power right now. I'd love some military advisors. Maybe we should go and do that. Although, the thing is, some of the decisions we're going to do are going to give us more advisors. This gives us some advisors. I don't know who they are. Like, what category they're under. But I kind of want to wait until we get our maximum choice of advisors before I start committing to anything. It's trying to start carving up Turkey. Now, there you go. There's clearly low supply over here, too. Before we start anything with Karelia, we're going to need to increase the supply. What I might do for now... and actually, we actually might do great with, like, a cavalry-focused army over here. And this is our cavalry leader. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out a couple of the infantry. I'm just going to stick them in one of the other armies. We're just going to trim this supply requirement back a bit.
Royce!
You've got some upgrades pending... I guess you have enough XP, but you haven't actually specialized in anything. Oh, you could be a full winter expert. But you can also get a seat. So we do need an infantry specialist at some point. It's available as an advisor with these traits. Now, I think this just applies to everyone everywhere if we make this guy into an infantry advisor. So we should do that. You won't be able to be assigned to another role, but that's okay. Let's do this. Yeah, we will want more trucks. We do have a little bit in the queue, but we should build more, especially given the fact that these don't go obsolete. Same thing with the support equipment. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pull back on the infantry equipment, because it's going to become obsolete soon. And instead what's going to happen is we're going to do a little bit of this. In fact, maybe more here, because these never go obsolete. It's nice to pre-build. We do have some extra support equipment right now. Well, so maybe what I'll do is do this, but we will assign more truck construction because some of these do need to be added to templates, and then we're going to want some spares around for our supply going forward as well. Is there a supply hub over here at all? There's one here. So there's literally no supply hub on this side of things. So I guess what I could do for now is actually trim this line back. There you go. So this at least will get access to some amount of supply from here and here. And then if they're short there, I can assign some trucks over here once we get some. But we're clearly going to have to build a supply hub in the northern part. Anyway, with that, I think, even though we still have some equipment shortages, I'm going to... For now, I'm just going to shift-click the exercise on all of these. So they'll stop when they get to regular XP. We might just force them to continue, though. At some point, we do have to start training some more units as well. Oh! Okay, so this is a result of what we inherited here. I'm going to let each one of these finish. I don't know, or do I just cancel out? Honestly, we don't have enough light tanks to support you, so we're going to trim that down. Same thing here. I mean, there might have been enough there, but we've got a few light tank divisions. I'm going to let these tiny little infantry templates complete. AI build order, yeah. All right, radio tech done. Still 38. We could unlock radar, but I don't think we need that quite yet. I think it's time to start getting excavation. We should also take a look at our trade situation. So we don't have a shortage of anything. We will need to import more rubber, or we're going to build some synthetic refineries to produce rubber for us. We actually don't have access to that much oil. Well, that's not true. We do have this area over here. So our oil situation is fine. Rubber less so. So I could build synthetic factories and get the tech for the rubber, or we could just import some of it, which we might do. But yeah, we're going to need some infrastructure. Right now, there's two... Oh, hold on. How come they showed up at the top of the list? Go to the bottom. Finish replacing this and then repair the rest. I mean, luckily, repairs happen fairly quick. What I could do is, after Consolidate Power, I could run the policy short-term over here for construction repair. It's just factory repair speed. Not everything repair speed, so it's kind of moot. Sport equipment doesn't go necessarily... Yeah, exactly. So the confusion over here... This infantry equipment, which we are short on, but infantry equipment number 1 goes obsolete at some point. So building a ton of infantry equipment 1 right now will kind of feel a little bit crummy because it's not going to be that useful, although we don't want to be low on equipment. But what I can do right now is I can front load, pre-build a bunch of support equipment and trucks, which never go obsolete, Useful forever. Get the stockpile going. Clearly, we're going to have to import more rubber as these factories get fixed. And then what we can do is we can lower the amount of this equipment that we're building and switch back over, like when we unlock infantry equipment 2, for example. We would like a big surplus of infantry equipment, but we're going to have to try to min-max a tiny bit over here. I do want some of these advisors, and we'll consolidate power, which had a pretty good boost for us. What does it give us by itself? Oh yeah, the stability and everything, which is good. Rebuild nation, consumer goods factories minus 3%, factory repair speed plus 25%. Which might not matter because that might be done already, but we can eventually get Restore the Glory of the Motherland, which is a permanent 10% construction speed boost. That is so sexy. So sexy. The capital of Karelia is... Yes, it is a supply hub, yeah. So we might not worry about it. We might just attack from here. Oop, hang on. We might just attack from here and claim this. I mean, we'll still want some rail up here, but we may never need to bother building a supply hub in this area just by ignoring this flank. Or we'll extend over there. There'll be some supply problems, but might be fine. Destalinisation. The Bolsheviks tried to change the state religion to communism and created a personal cult around its leaders. Ha! We'll never do that again. They even went so far as to rename cities of Russia. The order must be restored around the empire, and nowhere is more fitting to start than with the old city of Tsaritsyn, renamed Stalingrad. We can rename it to Volgograd. I don't know what that means, and then some other things get renamed as well. Or it was Tsaritsyn. It shall be that. I mean, this sounds like, again, we're looking for like the Tsar, royalty names, old school. We're going to go with this. Sounds great to me. Destalinisation to create fresh water from salt. Oh man, this is a Twitch stream. It's going to be salty as hell all the time. I mean, maybe I should just grab some of the advisors. We're going to get consolidated power. I don't feel I need to rush rebuild the nation, although Restore the Glory of the Motherland's really good. We're going to get the declaration, see who these advisors are. We can rebuild the church, which is a crap ton of stability, and construction speed for a year. Consumer goods. This is a permanent consumer goods discount, stability boost. And then this gives us yet another advisor. Computing machine is done. We could get the L-class trains. If we're going to build trains, it would be nice to have the cheaper cost. Although right now we're not using anywhere near our number of trains that we're looking for. Oh, and it would be ahead of time anyway. And these are the armored and camouflage ones and the rail guns, but they're really expensive. We could start looking at tank production. Or what I could do is I could get rubber processing, and then we can build some synthetic refineries to get some more rubber. If you want proper tanks, you need again anti-guns. That's true, because these unlock components for your tanks in the new tank designer. All right, let's go ahead and get this. Seems like an okay idea. Oh yes, let's take a look at the Air Force. Okay, consolidate power is done. So yeah, eventually we do this. Bring the breakaways back into the fold. Now, the world tension's quite high. When I did my test run, I finished this. I mean, it's still pretty early, 1938. I was able to bring the breakaways and declare war on them one at a time and eat them up, and it's fine. And they never joined a faction. I can't guarantee that that'll be the case here, and if at any point we find ourselves against a major nation in a war, we can't continue down this branch over here. This all gets killed out. So we don't want that. So I'm not going to rush to reintegrate these independents, even though we might be able to do it before they join a faction, in case it would be great. But yeah, we're going to take it easy. So I'm going to do the declaration here, and we're going to see who we unlock, because I'm going to start spending some political power and advisors. But I want to unlock some of them first and see what their deal is. And currently we have no idea. All right, is the Air Force all parked in the same area? Yep, they're all in Moscow, which is great. So what do we have here? These are more fighters. Okay, what I'm gonna do. These are all fighters as well. And then weirdly, oh, these are all fighter groups too. I might want to do some merging. They lose XP, but they don't have any XP anyway. Okay. We have 4 armies. We could set up 4 of these air wings and attach them to armies. We could also keep some as like a passive defense. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 wings of 200 each, because that's sort of the smallest airport size. And then we'll attach each one to an army, but then we'll put them on training for now. I think we're going to do that. So yeah, let's go for the merge. And then we're just going to split these guys twice. Oh, I guess they were... Oops. My bad. Because they were under 200, I could just hit this up by 1. Just force a habit to, like, bring it down, then bring it up. So we'll do this. We're going to set them all to exercise. But then what we're going to do is... So I'm going to tell all of you to be attached here. Then break them off. Can I not attach them while they're exercising? Huh. But then I can tell them to exercise. That's weird. Also, I hate that on this view you can't see who they're attached to. I don't like that. So really, if I attach them, will they still exercise? Do they exercise as part of this? I mean, it looks like they're exercising now. You know what? Maybe I just won't attach them right now. I thought this would cancel the attached. Do that, then move back here. I'm just going to cancel the attaching. We're just going to set them to train in Moscow. Pilot exercise on. There we are. All right, meanwhile, TAC bombers over here. This is the 1 squad of TAC bombers we've got. They'll probably get attached to something as well. I don't know if we've got some spares. We'll do that. Exercise. Oh no, we do have more TAC bombers. How come the double click didn't work? That was weird and annoying. Now these guys some have some XP, so if I merge them together, it'll get diluted. Although that might be okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to disband this one here. Just to free up. They will still dilute some of their XP by reinforcing, but that's going to be okay. And then we'll get you to train. Meanwhile, strategic bombers. Let me get them to halt all their missions. There we go, like this. Group up, so I can merge you. There we go. Naval bombers, naval bombers. Yeah, I'll just merge you up, and then let's make the limit 100 right now, and we'll figure out how much spare stuff we've got. And clearly they're not going to have to be here. It is nice to have them all in one location, but clearly if the naval bombers are going to be anywhere, it's probably going to be babysitting here. Too bad, too sad. Yep. I love the names of these guys. Okay, so we're waiting for some advisors, and then we're going to see what their deal is, and then we're going to get some stuff assigned. So we're doing some training, we're getting some more XP. We can use that to reorganize our template, and that's one of the other things, is when we get our military advisors, they're going to generate more passive XP for us. So we're going to let these guys just finish, because they were partially done, partially trained, and I can just... But, I mean, it doesn't even make sense. I guess, no. You know what? These ones here that have, like, not that much training done. Okay, you finish, and then we're going to do some reorg and relabel a lot of our divisions. We're still provisional until we do... Is it this? Yes, I think this changes it. And this is the Return of the Tsar. You know, maybe we should do that as soon as possible, because, I mean, we should definitely do it before the end of the stream, which is in 20 minutes. Let's go up to speed 5. Treaty of Madrid. Oh! Phalangist victory. There you go, Spanish Directory. Everyone's ending their civil wars. Everyone wants to be cool like me. How's the rest of Europe? I mean, it's German Empire over here. Everything else is actually surprisingly standard. Oh, Yugoslavia did a change. There's Austria-Hungary. Poland. Oh, yeah. So Poland went fascist. It'll be really interesting to see how Europe shakes out here. 3 or 25 width for mountain infantry. Can we click and find out what the combat width of these areas are? Oh, so these are plains, which we know are 90, but then we got the forest over here, which is 84. And there's a lot of forest here. And then we got plains. Urban has, like, surprisingly high width, but other modifiers going in. I don't know if we're going to have particularly specialized setups. I think mountain width is 75, right? So that's why the 25 combat width for mountain divisions or anyone fighting in the mountains is going to be good. The Russian-Lithuanian partition of the Polish National Republic. It is abundantly clear that Antanas Smetona seeks to reunify the Lithuanian state with its old capital, Vilnius. Clearly posing very little threat to the Polish National Republic themselves, Lithuanians seek to partition the nation with the provisional Russian government, with Polish, Ukraine, and Belarus joining the provisional Russian government and Vilnius returning to Lithuania. Polish National Republic can of course refuse the joint ultimatum, and such refusal would result in a state of war between the Polish National Republic and Russia. So we can say splendid suggestion. We're going to gain a bunch of claims. I'm hoping this won't lead to, like, a major war. I'm tempted to do just a little safety save. Because I don't want to war against a major, but I don't think this will. Let's just see what happens. Okay, pause. Oh! I guess we just got a bunch of land! It's disconnected, which is a little bit annoying, but we just got a bunch of land. Alright. Okay, our new advisors are open. How come I can't do this yet? Oh, I need to get to reformalize the role of the patriarch. Well, clearly we're going down to churchy stuff then. That's going to be fine. Boom, boom, boom. So... yeah, there we go. So the Metropolitan. So I think these are some of the new ones we just unlocked. Hold on. What were their names? Sergei, Nikolai, Alexei. So let's see here. Malicious, one of these gets renamed somewhere else here too. I don't know. There's somewhere over here. I think. Malicious will be known as Archpatriarch. So some of these guys do get renames later on. So what are we looking at? The masses opium, weekly manpower plus 1,000. I mean, we're Russia, so we got lots of manpower, but it's still nice. Garrison penetration chance goes down, require garrison. Okay, so he's really good at controlling territory and giving us extra manpower, like controlling occupied territory. Nikolai gives us political power gain, always nice. Improved relations, opinion, ideology, drift, defense. So, yeah, sort of political in this. What about Driver of the Faithful? Lowers consumer goods factories and increases factory output. Oh, Alexei, where have you been all my life? I like Metropolitan Alexei. How does everyone feel about this? Oh, there's a Sergei over here. I missed him because for some reason, I guess the art isn't as colored, so I missed it. Sergei, division recovery rate 10%. Amazing. Stability 10% is useful because when we're fighting a war, it's hard to keep our stability max. Compliance growth in states occupied is... oh, occupied by enemy. So if someone occupies our territory, the compliance growth is slower. We would really like it if we could have a compliance speed growth boost on our own. I do like the division recovery rate and the stability a lot, although this is also quite good. Sergei versus Alexei. Don't sleep on stability. I agree. Stability really good. I think Alexei's... the factory output's so good. Everyone wants Alexei. Everyone loves an industrialist. Done and done. We got a bunch of Elon Musk fanboys in the chat. Not enough manpower to fill our garrisons. Well, we have the manpower. We just don't have the equipment. Oh, speaking of... okay, we should let's take a look at these bad boys now. So, we have these extra divisions. We're just going to make sure that they don't have anything interesting. We're just going to go ahead and decommission. We're not interested in those. But we might look at like one of these divisions as being the more interesting. This is a typo. It's supposed to be mortar times 4, but this division here is an exact duplicate of this one, so we can mark it as decommission. I do like some lightweight infantry templates. In fact, I might want it lighter weight than this. but we may make some use out of this. This is really good for holding a broad line with lower supply. This might, for example, we might put a sort of a simple kind of garrison type thing guarding the Mongolian border or Manchukuo border in case something were to shake out over there. And that might not be bad to keep around. The so-called cavalry template, this is an MP template is what it is. Yeah, because that's our cav times 4. What is this one here? It's actually better, so we can gray this one out. So these are our MPs. Now, I usually use for the MPs the thing that looks like an M, but I suspect this is probably more of a marine thing. I guess the fist is like, you know, punching down the opposition, the population. So I guess we'll keep that little fist here. For your MPs, the most efficient thing is as big of a division as possible so that you don't have to use extra military police for your divisions. Because your divisions, you get fractional divisions assigned to your garrison duties if you need it. But we'll definitely want to use this for our garrison job. And this extra infantry template does have some artillery assigned, which might make it cheaper to use versus this one. So there might be some value, but I don't think so. And the nice thing is we don't have to delete anything anymore because we can just decommission. What I could do is plan on making a division that is more artillery-centric. And we could use this as a route, right? Use these guys as plain regular infantry, which are really good at holding lines. And then use this an extra one that's a infantry plus artillery division for punching through tougher terrain where we don't have tanks, though, but we do have extra artillery. So something like that could happen. I don't know if there's a good just artillery symbol. I'm going to use something like this. Fangs. Just the crossed swords, maybe. So right now this is inf times 8, art times 1, and we may in fact keep you around for things. Although there's some other work that's going to have to be done. Okay. We could go and reset these divisions to all be pure cavalry because we're going to use cavalry guy over here. The cav could push through this pretty quickly. I don't think there's going to be a lot of opposition over here. And the cav might just be ideal because it can rip through it really quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change all of our infantry for now to the basic infantry design. Where's extra cavalry? Let's make sure the cavalry gets assigned to cavalry. Same thing over here. Do that. Although these guys here, again, these are the decommissioned versions. So we're just going to put you onto the standard cavalry design over here. Like so. Same thing over here. Like so. That way, if we start making changes, we'll know what's what. And then these guys have some artillery, so I'm going to move them over here. And yeah, I'm going to take this infantry and pull it out of there as well. You still have some, but that's okay. Meanwhile, so you guys, I'm just going to set you over here. Since we don't have much in the way of artillery anyway, we can't use the specialized artillery. And we have a mountaineer, but we have another mountaineer division. Oh, I can't switch to you. Wait, hold on. What mountain division are you then? Holy shit! But I can't switch from one to the other? That's this one over here. It's exactly the same size. No, it's... Hold on. So this is 12. Yeah, 12. Why can't I switch from one template to the other? They're exactly the same number of specialty units. I don't know. Do I want to keep these cavalry around and just make a size 24 cav unit to push through over here? I mean, each division is pretty small, but maybe. You know what? Let's do it. Let's move you over here. Move you over here as well. And then, yeah, let's get these guys to conform. Which is going to free up some equipment, which are then immediately going to get picked up by someone else.
точно. Готов? Мирно!
Yeah, I still find this quite odd. Now, where are we going to want to deploy our mountaineers? I mean, we're actually not going to be fighting in mountains anywhere in the short term. Uzbekistan? In the west, there's some mountains. Maybe I'll move the Alpine divisions into the gold group right now.
Слушаю.
It doesn't actually matter that using the obsolete template. Actually, I'm not even sure that any of our units use the... No, 3 divisions are using this one. And 3 divisions are using this one. Sure. Whatever. Yeah, there's a special unit cap, but I'm trying to switch from one template to the other, which has exactly the same number of special units. So it doesn't exactly make sense. Maybe I'm already over my force limit? I guess that's possible. Can you see where you're at with that? I mean, it tells you can't train them. Oh yeah, we have room for -2 divisions. We're actually over our special. Yeah, that's probably why it's being confused and not being able to switch. Because we're cheating, and I love it. Okay, let's go and get this guy here. I don't particularly care for the army drill guy. The division training time, to me, isn't a huge deal. Because usually you're waiting for equipment or manpower anyway. But I kind of want to start getting some passive experience. And right now he's the only option. Maybe we'll unlock some more army chief dudes later on, but for now, let's just get some experience rolling in. It's going to be too valuable. Yeah, probably over the limit. It's cranky. So weird. I love it. Okay, these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and deploy you.
Внимание!
And I think you might actually form the basis of a new sort of eastern division over here. Okay, you with no skill. You're going to go and, yeah, Manchukuo/Japan. We're going to do this. And I think we're going to grab a whole bunch more of this. We're going to order up another 23 of these bad boys to pad this area out. I think I like this idea. Oh, did I obsolete that division? No, it's down here. Okay. So let's start by training these. I mean, we don't have enough equipment anyway, but we'll put that into the queue. And that'll give us a presence over there. Oh, right. So we actually have occupied territory? Oh, these guys. Yes, we do. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that our template is using this over here. So we can see this template has the lowest cost of manpower and equipment per point of suppression. So this is going to be the ideal. It doesn't have any hardness. This one here uses less manpower and has hardness, but we'll go ahead and assign this for a start. Civilian oversight is definitely the policy I want to run because these have a penalty to compliance gain, which sucks. So we'll get that. And right now, they're just low priority for equipment and stuff. So we might have a few issues over here, but we will see what we can do. I don't think I can move troops into this unless I get access rights through something. Suppose I could train some areas over here. Yeah, you're Russian. Why would you have enough weapons for all your recruits? You just pick them up when their comrades die. Well, we're going to try to do better than that. Okay, it's on the cusp of 39. So we're going to start our 39 research. In particular, we're going to start the infantry equipment research. Because then what we'll do is we can cycle back over to that side of the production queue. So we're going to rebuild the Savior Cathedral, which is going to give us 10% construction speed boost for a year, I think. Which is going to be gorgeous. There you go. Repairs are coming along. We're going to want to queue up more. I think we're going to want some more civilian factories. Why is this one in green? When it's the same percentage as other things. Maybe because there's already one of those there. Here, I'm just going to get some more queued up over here. We're going to get some more civilian factories. China has capitulated. Okay, pause. In fact, I'm going to do this over here. Finish the repairs, because repairs are at least pretty quick. Then get the civilian factories. So how's Japan looking over here? All right, it's going pretty well. Yeah, if we just grab some access rates from Belarus. But the thing is, we don't really need to position some units in here. All right, the garrisons do work. And if a war started, some of our units over here could get cut off in a really awkward, annoying way. So, rebuild the Savior Cathedral, gain base stability, which is amazing, and then, yeah, 10% construction speed for a year. It's going to be great. So, we're going to reformalize the role of the Patriarch, and then we can reconvene over here and no longer be a provisional government. We don't have a spy agency yet. I don't know if I want to rush that, because it does tie up some of our civilian factories. And there's not really anyone I'm looking to spy against immediately. Although it would be nice to get some intel. I don't know. So, Italy's in no faction and fighting all those allies. So they're going to get their ass kicked, right? Communist Yugoslavia is part of the Allies. There you go. Everyone's sphering up. So yeah, if we were to start wars to regain these guys, almost certainly what would happen is we would get pulled into a war against a major, and that would cut off our industrial things. So I think, I mean, unless we get attacked by something, we're going to kind of sit here for like maybe a year building up and being ready to, you know, go YOLO into the world, even if we have to fight everyone everywhere. Yeah, France doesn't own all of Africa, but a good amount of it. All right, so now we can reconvene the Zemsky Sobor. Adds Romanov spirits, which grants political power 15%, 5% more stability. People return from exile. Nice. And we would gain the ability to join factions. But, I mean, we could join a faction and then just ignore the call to war, but I don't know. Oh, what are we short on for resources? Oh, we could use rubber now. So we will start doing that. We're clearly starting to make enough trucks. Excavation level 2. Let's get concentrated industry 3. And decisions available? Yes. We can now expand some of our production over here. Now, currently we don't have a shortage of any of this, although the more we have, the more becomes available in the market for people to trade, which they may do. On the other hand, we might want to save our political power to appoint more various officers. I think I'm going to turn off the prospect for resources right now. We'll revisit it later. Now, these guys are fully trained. I don't think I want to keep training them right now, simply by virtue of the fact that we're a little short on equipment and training does cost you that. Although, I do want to go and get these guys to conform to our more standard templates. So I'm going to do that, which might sink a little bit of the XP, and then we'll have to get it back afterwards as they get reorganized over here. These tank divisions, I'm going to keep these tank divisions around, but again, I'm going to get them to conform to the one template we're using so that we got a better idea what's going on. Oh, I still have some cav. So let's give it to the cav group over here. Okay, and again, I will just shift-click the exercise. Good. Italy's distracting the West. Yeah, for a little while, maybe. And there's some tough terrain over here. Italy can hold off a surprising amount of time until the naval invasions come. Just by virtue of the terrain. Okay, so we do have some complaints about supply. You know, over here, that does make a lot of sense. Supply over here. We have a railway bottleneck somewhere. I can have all my troops sort of focused on this one side instead of being split around like that. And the supply's a little bit better in this area. So again, just like what we're talking about with Karelia, we might just start in one particular area, you know, whenever this war happens. And just come crashing through one front that has supply. Where else are we complaining about low supply? Up here. And that's probably kind of legit. Because, yeah, this area over here... The bottleneck is the railway connection. Really, from St. Petersburg to here, there's not enough rail. That's the bottleneck. Alright, well, let's queue up an upgrade of railroads. So that should be in our queue now. And hopefully that just alleviates things. We shall see. Netherlands joins the East Asia co-conspiracy prosperity through. United Kingdom declares war on the Netherlands. Oh, Italy joined the Greater East Asia co-prosperity. I keep saying co-conspiracy. Co-prosperity sphere. Blah, blah, blah. Words are hard. Which is Japan, Menkuko, Sengon, Iraq, Netherlands, and the Dutch East Indies. All right. I love it. I love it. Proper alt history. Iran. That's right, because we like to claim this for ourselves, too. I'm hoping... I think it would be great if Germany and us... I can ask them to create a faction. I can't join a faction yet. I need to finish this. I can't... Before Germany gets into a faction, I want to do that. On the other hand, I want to stay out of the factions until we do our industrial branch. Damn, man. Oh, it's going to be exciting. Okay, we're just gonna go until we finish this. We put a Tsar back on the throne, and then we'll wrap it up for today. Saturday's gonna be a programming stream. Depending on energy level, it might be half programming, half... It could be more Project Zomboid, it could be more of this. I don't know. Next Monday, the plan is to do Motorsport Manager. And then next Wednesday, could be Growing Up then. Or we'll see. Either way, this game is definitely gonna get finished. If it doesn't get finished as a stream, it'll get finished on YouTube. But maybe we keep streaming it, because this has actually been kind of fun. Cursed timeline. Fascists stick together still, so Italy joins Japan. Yeah, so Japan is presumably leading the fascist faction. And the democratic faction is being led by the UK, which is standard. Maybe we can lead a non-aligned faction. Why is this blinking? I don't know. So yeah, we have the excess of sport equipment, but that's okay. I want that to keep going. An excess of trucks right now, but that's okay. I want that to keep going. Zog submits to Italy. German Empire claims Memel. Okay. It'll be interesting to see what shakes out over here. Tank. We could grab a material designer, because I don't think we get a discount to that. And I am doing some... Yeah. Let me grab... the tool arms. I think I want the weapons and equipment research speed. I like that. I mean, ultimately, we want a research speed in all the categories. And ultimately, we're researching all those things, whether we're talking about artillery or tanks or infantry. But the infantry, you know we're going to be researching. So it's, you know it can never go badly. So we don't have any more training going on right now. We could stockpile some of the infantry equipment, because it's going to, some of it's rotting away. But we could, just to bank more army experience. You know what? I think I will. I'm going to just click this without a shift click. Same thing over here. I'm going to do this. So it's not a shift click. So they're going to keep training even if they've reached regular status, just for the purpose of giving us XP. Japan declares war on Communist China. Well, Communist China is not really going to get a lot of help. So ships. Okay. So I was building up that naval level. Well, I think I still like this idea. We're gonna move you over here because it's a little less close to the front. And yeah, we've got some ships over here not going anywhere. But we have a ton of ships that should be parked here. I'm just gonna merge you up. We could exercise you because you're all kind of green right now. We are full of fuel, so maybe? Yeah, maybe I just start you exercising. Oh, I don't have any admirals. Let's get 3. What are you? Enemy retreat chance. Gentlemanly. How's this gonna do to our fuel? Well, surprisingly fine, actually. Okay. Alright. Here we are. Reconvene the Zemsky. Return of the Tsar! The injustice visited upon a nation decades ago has now at last been undone. In a befittingly grand and pompous ceremony within the Dormition Cathedral, Grand Duke Vladimir Kirillovich was crowned Tsar Vladimir I to the unbridled elation of the crowds. From here, the Tsar made it his first act to lead a procession out from the gates of the Kremlin, greeting the jubilant masses and attending the impressive military marches in his honor personally. In a magnificent speech, the new Tsar extolled the virtues of the Russian people and vowed to once again lead the nation on a path to retaining its former glory. So, Vladimir III, that was the first. Here says Vladimir III, sure, becomes leader of the non-aligned party. Emperor and autocrat of all Russias. We get 5% war support. Resistance growth speed in our states occupied by enemies goes up, and we need fewer garrisons. All right. There you go. We get a new flag. You like our flag? Get this handsome boy over here. We get a new name, just Russia, big old letters, and a nice dark green font. And yes, obviously, Karelia is going to have to go away because it's a little too green. Mongolia, too green as well. Some things will have to be done over there, but we'll see. I'm kind of eager to go down the... I think we're going to go down the Romanov reconstruction branch for the royalty stuff. Whether or not we do that immediately, I don't know, because I think before we get pulled into a war, I would like to go down over here. We clearly need more factories before we can abolish the 5-year plan. We can get a few more freebie factories, though. There are some available right here, for example. There might be a few others. So I'm going to grab the the infrastructure efforts now. So that option will be there. It'll open up some infrastructure in the area, and then we'll see where we go from there. Same color CB, best CB. Exactly. In any case, that is it for today's live stream. Thanks everyone who came out. Thanks everyone who subbed and resubbed and followed. We didn't read those. Maybe I should do those really quick. We're also going to go and raid a Kiss for Luck's channel. Thanks everyone who contributed to the Vodka and Pickles Fund. That was much appreciated. What's Kiss for Luck playing today? Dig Too Deep. King Under the Mountain. What is King Under the Mountain? Wait, have I played this? Looks very Dwarf Fortressy. We're going to raid her channel in just a second. But yes, let's read out some resubs. We got the Omega, who's resubbed for 6 months. Thank you very much. Grunty First Aid at 66 months. Fat Peanut at 5 months. Juzius at 47 months. Coding Wombat at 32. Gold One is at 15 months. Last Revenant is at 82 months from Last Revenant. Haunted Serenity is at 63 months. Sinister Denom at 29 months. Sekrioritas at 22 months. He says Prussians and Russians, best alliance there is. Let's see what we can do about that, yeah. And Raptor, 23 months. Humble Meme Farm. Oh, gifted some subs. Thank you very much, Humble Meme Farm. That is really nice. Oengo Boenga has a resub for 11 months. Nordics was at 88 and also contributed to the Vodka and Pickles Fund. Imperial Rhino at 2 months. Goodogs at 39 months. Zapper Zen at 24, 2-year Twitch University. Papa Shark Gaming at 37 months. Thricewise at 29. Nathan Samson at 21. Saitani at 33. Lem Gardner re-gifted some subs near the start of the stream. So did Parduk. Thank you very much for that. That was very appreciated. Let's raid a Kiss for Luck channel. And I'm going to see you guys on Saturday for some programming and probably some games as well. See you then. Bye-bye.